Ouch. This knee is killing me, but I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
I'm not giving up.
I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either gonna be okay.
No, stop!
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
If it didn't work, that would be a breach of contract for which everybody, even the non-refunding types out there, have to refund because they've done something wrong.
These are the plaintiffs, Jennifer and Louis Figueroa. Jennifer says she rented a portable air conditioner for a lavish baby shower she was throwing herself in celebration of her second child. 10 minutes after the defendant set it up, the thing started blowing hot air. That's right. Something that was supposed to cool the place down was actually heating it up. It was unbearable. She's 9 months pregnant, ready to pop, and the hot-headed defendant threatened her after she started complaining. They're suing here and now for the return of their $298.72 because what's right is right. This is the defendant, John. He says he checked the brand new unit before he left, and everything was fine as it was, blowing cold air and cooling the tent they erected. Next thing he knows, the party's over and the plaintiffs stole the air conditioning unit. They actually removed the thing and refused to give it back. He went to the cops. They got the unit back and it worked fine. The plaintiffs are just trying to pull a fast one on him by suing today. He's accused of being full of hot air.
All parties, please raise your hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Jennifer and Louis Figueroa, you are suing John. You've asked us not to use your last name. Are we permitted to use your corporate name?
Correct.
Okay, let's party tent for $298.72, the amount that you paid him for a portable air conditioner that you say did not work. Okay, what's going on?
Well, it was my baby shower was coming up. It was June 23rd. I was 9 months pregnant, and it was very hot. So I was having my baby shower. It was going to be hot, so about 2 days before the event, I was getting a little panicked. So I said, let me look online and see if I can find someone to rent me an air conditioner that was suitable to, cool off the tent that I have my event at.
Okay, where did you have the event?
At Fox Halloween in Woodbury.
And they didn't have their own units?
No, we were not. That was understood from the beginning that,
they would not be providing that.
Exactly.
All right, so it's getting warm. It's how hot out?
It's in the 90s, and it's 2 days before the event. And
Right.
I had been very uncomfortable just being pregnant in that heat. So I said, I want to make sure my guests are comfortable as well. I looked online, and that's where I found the defendant. I gave him a call. I said, I'm really looking to rent an air conditioner. What kind of price do you have available?
Do you have the paperwork from the rental of the air conditioner with the defendant?
Yes, I have the party.
Do you have the paperwork from the party itself?
Not
the
from
baby
the party
shower?
itself, no.
Okay, let me see.
Thank you.
One portable AC unit, that's all it says. Not the BTUs, wouldn't there be something else to identify how big it's supposed to be, how powerful it's supposed to be, what kind of an area it can cool off?
No.
Well, I say yes, and I'm gonna tell you why, because in a minute I know that this is gonna end up being an issue here, isn't it?
Not for the size tent that the young lady told me that it was going in.
Yeah, but that's gonna be an issue, isn't it? Because you don't write, that's my point, you don't write the size tent in this contract, do you?
No, because I didn't rent them the tent.
No, I understand that, but you rented them something that's supposed to be, according to them, good enough to cool off a certain size tent.
I'm going to say it was suitable for her size tent that she told me was.
Which is what?
A 10 by 20.
Right, and so if you had 10 by 20, here, watch this. Did you ever tell me you had a 10 by 20 tent?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Oh, so your tent was 10 by 20? Well, you got lucky. So your tent was 10 by 20?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so now you go that day to drop off the AC, and according to you, the tent is not 10 by 20.
It's not. I've done this numerous times. That tent was probably double or bigger than a 10 by 20.
How big do you think the tent was?
Probably about a 20 by 40 or possibly a 20 by 60.
So you come in, and when you see that, what do you tell her?
I didn't tell her. I told the plaintiff's husband that your wife told me this was a 10 by 20 tent, and it's not a 10 by 20. This is bigger. Obviously, the night before, there was torrential rain. Underneath the tent, which they had put up the morning of their event, from what I understand from the plaintiff, was soaked completely with water. When you put up a tent,
Greenhouse.
greenhouse tent, whatever you may call it,
No, I mean when the ground is wet, and then you put up a tent, it's humid and.
humid, the musty mildew smell of the grass, the ground.
Well, they could always roll the side things until the party, and then.
They could have, that day, I actually have a report from the weather from the 21st, 22nd to the 23rd, showing what the weather was.
And?
It actually brought us a cold spell, so the weather was very comfortable, very windy, at times gusting up to about 29 miles an hour.
Okay.
At that point, I did show the gentleman how to operate the unit. I was there approximately about 10 or 15 minutes after showing him. Agreed.
Was it working then?
So, Your Honor,
Was it working then when he?
when he initially turned it on, no. It took about 10 minutes before it became cool.
And was he there that time?
Oh, he was there for at least 15 minutes, correct.
Okay, so he didn't leave until it was cool.
Yeah, he probably hung out about 5 minutes after to make sure it still was cool, which it was.
All right, and is that true that it took 10 minutes to cool?
When you turn it on, I don't think you get the unit's here, actually. We could test it out.
I want to know what it did then.
The machine was working properly.
Okay. Turn it on. Let me see how it works.
Sure. The machine's actually set for the day of their event.
Pretty powerful. All right. When do you first find out there's a problem?
I found out probably about maybe a half an hour, 40 minutes heading over into Brooklyn. A gentleman had called me.
Husband.
Correct.
And what does he say?
He told me that the unit wasn't working properly. He had a gentleman from the hotel look at it and said that it's just not working. So
Right.
At that point, I said to him, I says, well, I'm in Brooklyn right now. I'm not going to make it back in time for your event over it so I could take a look at the machine and we'll determine what the problem was. So he says, well, we're not going to be able to use it. I want a refund. And I says, policy is no refunds. I can give you a credit.
Well, no. Your policy is no refunds if people change your mind. But if people hire you to do something and it truly didn't work, you don't get to say no refunds. That's a breach of contract on your part, and you'd have to give a refund. Everybody understands that, right? Because I'm constantly hearing, well, I don't give refunds. Well, no, you don't give contract. So,
Right,
I mean, if it didn't work.
Right, we didn't
If it
determine.
worked, then, of course, then that's different. But if it didn't work, that would be a breach of contract for which everybody, even the non-refunding types out there, have to refund because they've done something wrong if it didn't work, okay? So go on.
We did speak again. I asked him if everything was okay going on. Is it working? No. At that point, he did put an engineer.
Right.
on
I was
the
going to
phone
ask,
with
did you
me.
speak to any of the
He
personnel?
said he had an engineer there. I don't know if that was an engineer I spoke with. You could put anybody on the phone.
And that person told you this thing isn't working?
He said it's not working, and I asked him, I says, well, let's troubleshoot it. Is the compressor working? He said, I don't have time for that. I said, okay, I'll speak to the customer.
Okay. So when you got to Fox Hollow Hotel, okay, you get there when the party's going to end.
I was there after the party ended.
Okay.
I couldn't
and you
make it back in
expected to
time.
pick up your unit.
Correct, where I dropped it off, where it was rented.
Right. And you get there and there's no unit.
Prior to me getting there, I actually made confirmation with the gentleman that we would meet there and we would determine with a non-biased member from the hotel, myself and him, to check the unit if it's working or
Is
not.
that true?
No.
What do you guys end up doing? You end up taking the man's unit?
Can I tell you what happened? My party was over at 4:30, and as you see on that so-called contract, the invoice, he was supposed to pick up the unit at 4:30.
Let me see. Hold on. Must be dropped off at 10 and picked up at 4:30. Why weren't you there at 4:30?
I was stuck in Brooklyn.
Okay, well, you know. All right.
By 4:35.
Why would somebody sit around? If I had a baby shower, was it a good baby shower?
It was great.
Were there tons of gifts?
I have pictures, by the way, if you'd like to see.
Okay, were there tons of gifts?
Oh, yeah. My
Okay,
baby
well,
got
I need
hooked
him
up.
to help me with the tons of gifts, and I need to be able to sit around with my husband going, yay! Okay, so I really don't want him meeting you at 7, but according to you, he made a plan to meet you at 7. I don't know if that's true. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. I don't know if that's true, not true, but I gotta tell you.
You can see the unit in that picture as well in the corner, that it's not actually in the tent because we weren't able to use it. We had to open up the tent walls at that point.
All the walls were...
He thinks, what's your theory on this? You have a theory.
My experience is it was a beautiful day. Obviously, when you have the
That's not your
greenhouse
experience,
effect,
that's your testimony.
when you
Okay.
have the greenhouse effect in a unit in a tent that size, your guests are going to be unhappy. You're going to have the smell, and you didn't need the air conditioning at that point. So you have the fresh air coming in from the beautiful day that we had, which was
Well,
the
no matter
wind.
what, I'm sorry, hold on a second. It's a blue sky. I can see it from
Correct.
the pictures. She was never going to have the things down. How cool or hot was it that day?
It started out somewhat comfortable, but towards the second half of the party, the sun was really hot, and it was getting hot.
Well, when you get there, whatever time you do get there, at 7 o'clock, you do get to the hotel?
I arrived at the hotel probably around 7-ish.
What does 7-ish mean?
7, between approximately 7 and 8.
Okay, why would you think he's going to be there 4 hours after the pickup?
Because the gentleman told me, I assured him that
When you get there, who do you talk to from the hotel?
I talked to somebody at the front desk, asked where my unit was. They didn't know what I was talking about. And at that point, I called the gentleman back. I told him, listen, he understood that we would have the unit here. He agreed with me 3 times throughout the day.
You called who back and said that? The husband.
Plaintiff,
Okay.
correct.
Why'd you take the unit home?
At 4:35, 5 minutes after my party, that everything was being completely dismantled because I had another party that was going to be in that area. And from what I saw on that invoice, I'm responsible for that equipment. That's what his terminology says. So since he didn't help, hold up his end of the bargain, and he wasn't there at 4:30, I felt that I'm responsible for this piece of equipment.
It's true that your contract says that she assumes full responsibility for all rented items.
Right.
If that's the case and it's a portable item, I wouldn't leave it at the hotel either. What if somebody at the hotel steals it? Then she's got to pay for it.
Well, that's what the
How
hotel...
much does that unit cost?
Probably about $400.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $400.
If I may.
If you may, why would anybody answer my question? If you have a contract that says you're responsible for the item and returning it to me, and you can't make it from Brooklyn on the time you said you were going to make it from Brooklyn, and in fact don't make it until almost 4 hours later, why would she leave it behind? She wants to make sure it gets back to you.
I've never had a problem at a venue.
Yeah, but
a hotel where
I'm
they
here to
wouldn't
tell
safeguard
you
my
that
equipment.
I've been a judge for many years, and there's plenty of problems at venues. So, and this is the only one that pertains to her. So, and anyway, the hotel tells you what?
They tell me, the guy's not here. He's supposed to be at 4:30. We're not really going to be held responsible for this either. They didn't want to help responsibility for the air conditioner.
But then when you call him and you say, where are you? I thought we were going to meet here. What does husband tell you?
I said, you and I both know that the reason why you took the machine, which is if I didn't refund you your money, you were going to keep my machine. And he said, you're right.
So it all boils down to whether I believe the machine malfunctioned, or I believe, as what you want me to believe, is that they are completely making this up because, as it turned out, it was a fresh day and they didn't need it. So they're scammers trying to get $275 back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I didn't get the machine back until later on in the evening.
How?
They wanted to safeguard the machine, but they were willing, they told the officer on the scene, they were willing to leave it out in their driveway for me to get it.
How did the officer get involved?
I had called the officer at the local precinct.
And told them what? My machine has been stolen.
That my
What did the
machine was taken
officers
without
tell
permission.
you on the day of your baby shower?
So prior to the officer phone call coming, I get a phone call from the defendant telling me, I know where you live. I will come and get the machine. I have a 2.5-year-old at home. I'm 9 months pregnant. And
where's he?
He's with me, but I'm not having this guy
Apparently
come to my
you don't
house.
make her feel very secure, okay?
He did a great job of making me feel
What good is he going to do? He's with me, but what?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Does the plaintiff get her money back if the room is hot, no matter what the defendant's excuses are?
Absolutely.
Why?
She paid for cool air, and she didn't get cool air, and even if the room was hot.
But what if the room is like too big and the guy didn't? I mean, is it as simple as case closed once the room is hot?
Yes, if it's hot, then she should get her money back.
What do you think?
I don't think she should get her money back.
Why?
Because you can't have an opinion on the climate. I mean, if the climate is hot, it's hot.
But that's why you have an air conditioner.
I understand, but so what if it's in work? She should get something, but she shouldn't get it all.
You know, you're getting hot with me here, and I don't appreciate it one bit. Going inside the courtroom.
He knew that I was pregnant, and Hormonally, I guess I was on another level at that point, so whatever it took to make me happy, he was like, okay, the guy doesn't have to come here, we can handle this another way.
How did you handle it?
I get a phone call from a police officer calling me from this gentleman's telephone, his cell phone. So I said, you know what, let's go to the precinct, a neutral ground, and you guys can make the transfer there. We don't want his equipment, we just, wanted to get our refund.
All right. You have a statement from someone who purports to be an employee, I guess, of the Fox Hollow Hotel. Would not cool the air, so it was turned off and not able to be used for the event. Not that it wasn't cool enough for this size of a tent, but that it wasn't blowing cool air at all. So I'm not even sure the whole tent size thing is even relevant. It's because she's actually got the affidavit of someone from the hotel saying it wasn't even blowing cool air. What am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know what their statements were. Later on, picking up the unit, I wasn't able to get the unit checked out until the following day. I did have the unit checked out, and it was working operational.
I want you to think a moment. This is her baby shower. It's supposed to be a happy day. She has this wonderful event. She has this blessed event coming up. She has a 2.5-year-old in the house. Do you really think that for $298, she's gonna buy herself your ire like this? Do you really think that these people are absolute lying scammers who have made up the malfunction, fabricated an affidavit from the hotel, it called you, had it all worked out during the guy's baby shower, during his wife's baby shower, his baby shower? He's gonna pick up a phone and call you and say it doesn't work. Hold on, I gotta work on that whole scam thing. Hold on, call you, tell you it doesn't work, come back, fight with you a couple more times on the phone. You don't show up at 4. You don't have a chance to speak to anybody who knows what happened at the hotel because you don't show up for 4 hours later, and that I am not going to refund these folks money? You can't possibly believe that. Because I am. $298.72, verdicts for the plaintiffs.
And so the plaintiffs win this case. Step on in here. The air conditioner man, what's your reaction to losing here?
It's a loss for everybody. Unfortunately, they had a wonderful day for their event, and it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's what you would have wanted for them, to have a wonderful day, right?
I'm an easy guy.
So in the end, you think they made up the whole story?
Judgment was made. What are you going to do? Thank you.
What are you going to do? All right, so step on in here. How you feeling about the outcome here?
I'm feeling
that you had to go to court to fight this?
Yeah, it was a little bit of an inconvenience.
Come on in.
I actually have my newborn baby in the back, and instead of feeding my baby, I'm over here trying to get back money that was due to me. So it's really not fair, but I'm glad that, we did win this case.
Right, how did the whole day go, the shower?
It was excellent.
It was beautiful,
Right?
yeah. Except for that one little incident at the end, but I'll overlook that. It's not really
Make her feel a little more secure, will you? Get to work.
Oh, my. He's the best. I feel very secure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
All right, Harvey?
You know what, bottom line here is that he has a lot of excuses, but the tent was hot, and the goal of the job was to make it cold, so he's got to lose. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Ouch. This knee is killing me, but I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
I'm not giving up.
I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
This is the plaintiff, Vanessa Warren Pierce. She says she needed a car and was referred to the defendant by her beautician. She gave the woman a deposit on the 2004 Mercedes. But when she went to pick up the car, she got the shock of her life. Turns out the defendant pulled a bait and switch with the car she placed the deposit on and tried to give her a 2004 Chrysler. The woman refuses to return her $500 deposit. And that's just what she's suing for today. This is the defendant, Elise Martin. She says she has no idea what the plaintiff's thinking by filing this lawsuit because she gave her a deposit on a Chrysler, not a Mercedes. She has no idea where the woman got that idea because she sent her pictures, gave her the VIN number, did everything by the book. She's accused of having a bad case of the bends.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Okay. Vanessa Warren Pierce, you are suing Elise Martin for $500, a deposit that you placed on a car that, according to you, was not what you thought it would be. Tell me what's going on.
Well, Your Honor, on March 27th, I was in an automobile accident. My car sustained damages that exceeded its value. Several weeks later, I attended my hair salon. While there, I mentioned the accident and asked if she knew of anyone that might be selling a car. She mentioned another client of hers had a car that was for sale, and I asked her what type of car and how much. I understood her to say 300 Benz and that it was $3,500.
Who are you talking to? Your hairdresser?
Uh-huh.
About somebody else's car?
That's correct.
Okay.
So I asked her whether or not
that it was a Benz, and it was how much?
It was 300 Benz, 3,500 used. Uh-huh.
What year?
2004.
Hey, what are the odds?
I know.
Right.
Well, depending upon the mileage. Well, the mileage was
no,
it was
not
high.
depending upon the mileage.
Well, I didn't know that at the time.
Okay, so you don't know anything.
I didn't know anything about the mileage. I just knew that.
But it doesn't matter how much mileage. You're not going to find the car you just said for $3,500. And you're not going to find it for, what, 5 times that? I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, but anyway, go ahead.
According to testimony, we also found out that the 2004 Chrysler was worth more than that.
Sorry, you're buying a Benz or you're buying a Chrysler?
Well, listen to the story. It's interesting. I thought it was a 2004 Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
That's correct. So in any event, she gave me the phone number of the seller of the car and told me that I can contact her. I says, well, you know, $3,500 sounds like a good deal, but it's a little bit much for me. I can't afford that much. Will she be willing to work?
Why are you still yapping with the beautician? You need to call the person who's selling the car.
Well, I did, but I had not received any call back from her for several days. So finally, I text her. I've presented copies of all of the text messages that transpired between the two of us.
Unfortunately do not say Chrysler or Benz on them, but go on.
No, but our agreement that I gave to her and asked her to sign does say 300 Chrysler Benz.
A Chrysler Benz?
Well,
that's new. It's a hybrid.
No, it's a hybrid. Color me ignorant. I mean, there are foreign manufacturers that merge with European manufacturers rather than U.S.
Is there such a thing as a Chrysler Benz?
Of course not.
Right, okay, go on.
Okay, but I'm not a car dealership. I was just a
private buyer.
buyer.
You need a car dealership to know that.
Okay.
Everyone in the room knows that. All right, go on.
Okay.
But in any event, you decide that you're buying.
She didn't
Lady,
defute.
just tell me what you did. You sent this woman $500 as a deposit.
I did not send it to her. I asked on several occasions if we could meet to discuss the.
How did you get the $500 to her that you're suing to get back?
I personally gave it to her.
I was supposed to meet. While the car's in front of you?
No, ma'am. I was supposed to meet with her to see the car. I was going to bring my mechanic. She said she was at work. I told her I was coming after work. I went to her job, and I asked her about seeing the car. She told me it was too late.
So then why do you hand her the money if you can't see the car?
Because I was showing good faith. She indicated there was another purchaser for the car.
And you really wanted the car?
I really wanted that car.
Who doesn't want that free car?
I'm telling you.
The baby of a Chrysler and a Benz that no one else will be driving. She hands you the $500 where? Your place of business, where you work? And what was the plan that she was going to drive the car and get to see the car? And did she come with a mechanic?
No.
Okay, did you go, according to you, you went with a mechanic?
No.
Oh, okay. So you knew you weren't going to see the car that night then?
No, I didn't know until we met that I wasn't going to see the car.
Was she late to go meet you?
No, I was at the work. I told her specifically.
She was never going to see the car then?
No, she was going to see the car. I just asked her to give me in advance because I work in Long Island City. So the purpose of the meeting was to get you some money in advance? No. Okay, listen. I work in Long Island City. The car is in a parking lot in the Bronx. I told her anytime she wanted to see the car, anytime she wanted to bring a mechanic, she can bring it. But I needed a little bit of notice ahead of time because I work in Long Island City. So that day, she had frustrated me so much with changing up and back and forth. I just said, let's forget the whole deal. Let's forget the deal because I did have a purchaser that works right next to my job that also sent a letter in. And I just
Let me see the letter from that purchaser.
Okay.
So did you tell her that? Did you tell her you had another party interested? Is that why she wanted to bring you a deposit?
Yeah, she said to me, listen, I want to show you how serious I am, but let me just go a little bit back. I met her and gave her this registration, which has the VIN number.
Wait, why are you guys meeting so much without her even seeing the car?
We met one day.
That was the
same day? Hold on, the same day?
No, this is maybe 2 weeks prior to the actual $500 deposit. She met me at the beauty salon.
Oh, at the beauty salon. Did you meet her at the beauty salon?
Ma'am, I met her 2 days before.
At the beauty salon?
Yes.
And did she show you the registration?
No,
or the title?
You took the VIN number off of that.
Is the word Mercedes-Benz on here?
No, she gave me that information because I told her I could not see.
I know, but you don't have eyeballs? You can't look?
No, I couldn't see without my
glasses. You didn't put your glasses on. You need your money back because it's not a Mercedes-Benz because you didn't put your glasses on when you looked at the registration.
Did you get the
Wait, this is too much fun. Did you get the title?
Then I gave her the title.
Why are you shoving the title at me? Because what?
So can you get a 2004 Mercedes 300 class for $3,500? What do you think?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Then the question, do you believe this woman was offered a Mercedes or a Chrysler?
Chrysler.
Does anybody think it's possible to get a Mercedes for $3,500? Anybody?
No.
Okay, unanimity down here, going inside the courtroom.
I gave her the title because she needed that to make a copy to send to her credit union.
Where are we at this moment? Still at the beauty salon?
No, we're with the $500 deposit now.
But you gave her the title to walk off with?
No, she made a copy. We stood there.
Where are you physically?
A block away from where I live. I mean, where I work in a print shop.
Where was the copy made? At the print shop?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you don't say, oh my God, it's a Chrysler.
No, I knew it's a Chrysler. I just thought it was a
Chrysler Benz.
Precisely.
Okay. What do you think? Let me just ask you a question, seriously, all kidding aside. When you hand somebody a deposit, why are you handing them a deposit?
Ma'am, she lost this buyer, Your Honor, on Wednesday. She asked me to wait. She postponed me waiting to see the car until after this buyer came along. This buyer came and left Wednesday.
So what's the point of a deposit?
Because I don't want any other deals to interfere before I get a chance to see the car.
And then we're back to square one.
Right.
So you want the car held for you.
I want it held for me.
That's a deposit. So why would that be for free? If it's for free, then don't give the deposit. Then just say, hey, hold it, I'll be there Saturday. And then you show up. You can't possibly logically think that when you give a deposit, it's automatically refundable. Is there any proof that that deposit was supposed to be refundable?
She did sign this, and it does say 300 Chrysler Benz.
When 800 what?
300. It says this silly name that I'm calling. The 300
Chrysler Benz?
It says that.
When was that signed, according to you?
When I gave her the $500.
Okay. Did you sign this when you gave her the $500?
I signed it. I still see nowhere where it says 300 Chrysler Benz.
I never mentioned it.
I never mentioned.
Let me see what you've got.
I never mentioned
Do you have a copy?
a Benz. I got the copy. She kept the original. And I signed it. Here you go.
I want you to see this first.
Okay.
And his is, I've never heard about this Benz until actually the day that we were buying the car.
Well, yours has 300 and then the word Benz is not there.
I wonder why.
Well, I don't know. I wonder whether you altered it or she altered it.
No, I could assure you
Somebody
I didn't alter
altered it.
I could assure you I didn't.
Where here does it say refundable deposit? You told me to see this and that it said it.
No, I said that she signed an agreement that said 300
That it's
Chrysler
refundable?
Benz. It said
No,
300
okay, two things to what you're saying. Number one, she's handed you the registration, which says Chrysler. She's handed you the title, which says Chrysler. Your copy of it has the word Benz squeezed over here, and hers does not have the word Benz. One of you clearly altered it. It's not looking good for you so far.
Your Honor.
And stop. The agreement that you signed, nowhere does it say, oh, and the 500 is fully refundable if I don't like it when I see it. Nowhere does it say that. It doesn't say refundable. So you have the default position that everybody has, which is you're handing her $500 to hold it. That's not free for you. That costs $500. If you end up changing your mind after seeing the title, the registration, and you're the guy who turns around and hands $500 without seeing something, why does she have to return it to you?
Can I show you?
Can you show me what? You showed her a picture of the car?
I sent her pictures.
Get out.
Yes.
You did not.
Oh, come on. She sent me a picture of two
doors of the car, not the front that was
Let me
banged
see the
up.
pictures you sent her.
Please.
Oh, the front that was banged up.
It's no bang up. It's no accident.
The
as
car
God is
was
my witness.
repainted.
I have
God
it here.
is not your witness.
I have
you need
it
to
here.
take a look at that
I have
car
it here.
again.
I have it here.
All right.
In that box, the square
Which
box,
box?
you said you just hit that. If you want the pictures to move or lighten it back up.
Yeah, you could just move them.
Okay, but you're showing me pictures. I want to see the text that you sent her.
My phone actually,
You
Your
don't have
Honor.
it?
Yeah, I can't get it to
I have
charge.
all
She
the
has
texts.
texts.
I know, I saw yours,
Yeah.
and what you're showing me is the 2 car doors. Like
That's all I got.
Yeah,
I
except
sent
for that you're
about
a
8.
liar because I have an iPhone. So I know that the picture that shows up on the text, when you hit the arrow next to it, shows up much bigger.
Oh,
My
well,
verdict
no,
is
no.
stop, just stop. There's no
You-
way that you're
ma'am, you
getting
can
that
have
money
the
back.
picture
You're
here.
done, you're cooked. It's her money, verdict for the defendant.
Thank you.
Well, coming out with nothing but a loss in this case is the plaintiff right here. What's your reaction right now?
Well, I don't think it was a fair judgment, obviously.
But it was.
Well,
You
this
had your
is-
chance in court. You present your evidence. The defendant presents hers. You lose. It's fair.
Well, I
You made the
believe
mistake.
I did make the mistake.
What was your big
I own
mistake?
it. My biggest mistake was giving her the money up front and trusting that she would give it back after I saw the car.
Buying a car sight unseen.
Yeah, well,
What more could she have done to have shown you that this was not a
she could
Mercedes
have
Benz
allowed
up
me
front?
to see the car days before I gave her the deposit when I asked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. You just head right down there. All right. There's a lesson learned there. What happened here? How could she have been thinking? Yes, turn around this way. Face this way.
Yes.
How could she be so convinced that you were selling her a Mercedes Benz?
I can't even answer that question because I never mentioned the Benz. She never mentioned the Benz. And as we were in front of the car, she said to me, I thought it was a Benz, but that was after the gentleman had said, would I go down on the deal? And we made a deal. I wasn't going to go down
How'd
on
that
my
word
price.
Benz get on that
that
contract there? How'd that word get on there?
I guess you scribble it on at the end or something, because no Benz and Chrysler is just a different, it's a different
There's no
car.
such thing as a Chrysler 300 Benz?
If it is, they didn't make it yet.
Harvey?
I will say this, if the defendant can turn around and sell the car, and there was no mention of whether the deposit was refundable or non-refundable, then probably the plaintiff gets the deposit back, but that wasn't the case here. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold. Your doctor doesn't take your plan. Game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly. No cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.
These are the plaintiffs, Tamikia Ivory and her daughter Diamond Holder. Tamikia says she bought a custom gold name ring with diamonds on it for her daughter's birthday, and the defendant borrowed it one day at school and then proceeded to lose it. A week later, the father called, told her they weren't liable, and said he would only give her $100 to be nice. Nice? Not liable for his son? We'll see about that. They're suing for $320, the cost of the ring, now that gold has gone up. These are the defendants, Alex Smith and his son, Dondre. Dondre says he and the plaintiff's daughter were friends. In fact, they kind of liked one another. He did wear her ring for a while and somehow lost the thing. He's so sorry about it, but it was an accident. Alex says he offered to pay half the cost of the purchase price of the ring, which was $100, but the plaintiff threatened to call the cops. He feels it's both kids' responsibilities, and he hopes the judge agrees. They're accused of a ring-a-ling-a-ling-dong.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
You Douglas, okay. Tamika Ivory and Diamond Holder, you are suing Alex and Dondre Alexander Smith. Who's who?
That's me, Alexander.
You're Alexander.
And I'm DeAndre.
What's your name?
DeAndre.
DeAndre. For $320, the value of a ring that Diamond apparently handed to DeAndre, who probably lost it. Tell me what happened.
Well, we was in school and...
What grade were you in?
Ninth grade.
Ninth grade.
And we were walking and
This happened when?
In May May 13th.
This
May
year?
10th. May 10th, yes.
This year, so you're rising 10th graders?
Yes. Okay. Yes, and we were walking, and he asked for him to wear the ring so he can rock it, I guess. That's
So
what
he
he
can
said.
rock your ring?
Yeah. So
Describe
I gave
your
it to
ring.
him. My ring is custom made. It's diamond, and it has a diamond shape, just like my necklace, a diamond shape under my name. And he said he was gonna rock it, and then he says give me back.
Okay,
next
so it
period.
said your name, Diamond.
Yes.
And it said it in diamonds. Okay, and it was a gold ring. And you handed it to him why?
I handed it to him because he said he wanted to rock it.
Well, I know what he said. Why did you hand it to him? Did you like him? I think you liked him. Was he your boyfriend?
No.
Was he trying to be? Were you trying for him to be? Because some guy you had no interest in said, can I rock your ring? You'd say, I don't think so, right? You wouldn't hand him the ring. All right, so you hand him the ring, and what happened?
He said he was gonna give it back to me next period.
Oh, why are you borrowing her ring?
It's happened. It's
Because you
happened.
liked her?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so sad that we're here. All right, so what happened?
I don't even know. After she gave it to me, it kind of just like slipped my mind. I forgot I had it. It's happened before.
Yes, I understand how something that you put in your pocket might slip your mind and fall out. How does something you put on your finger slip off your finger and fall off?
Maybe I put it in my pocket or.
Oh, why'd you do that? Because you're 14? How old are you?
14.
14. How old are you?
15.
Okay, so you actually took it off your finger and then put it, but you don't even remember that much. You don't know how?
I didn't realize that I still had the ring until that night when she inboxed me to bring her ring back tomorrow. I didn't even know.
Well, what'd you think you did with the ring at that point? You go, oh, shoot. And then you say to yourself, I did what?
I was checking through my pockets, looking for it.
Do you remember putting it in your pocket?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right.
That's what I was looking
all right.
for all
I just want to make sure you're conscious. Okay. You wore it how long?
10, 20 minutes probably.
How did you tell her that I lost your ring?
When she inboxed me on Facebook saying to bring her ring tomorrow, I told her that I lost it. I'm checking in my pockets tomorrow morning.
You actually told her that on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh, I'd have stalled until the next day, but go ahead.
I told her I was looking through my pocket. As soon as she told me that to bring her ring back, I realized that I lost it. I was looking all over for it. The next morning that when we had school, I went straight to the library. That's the class I had. I was looking all over for it. And then I got called down to the dean's office, and me and...
Why were you called down to the dean's office?
Because...
Because she was already there complaining?
Yeah, so me and the dean, we went to the library, to the custodian, looking all over to Lost and Found, trying to find it, but we just couldn't find it.
Okay, I take it this didn't work out between you two?
I don't know. Whatever happens, happens.
Oh, okay, because that just all happened in May, and there's always next year. You guys going to the same high school?
Yes.
Well, court has a way of separating people. I don't know how to break it to you because you're young and you may not know that. Mom, you find out that she gave the ring to him and that he lost it when and how?
I went to the school and they told me that they both was in the office.
They call you in?
Diamond called me.
Okay. Did they call you in, Dad?
They called me. I was actually at work when they called.
Okay. And so you hear that somebody gave your son a diamond and gold ring and that your son lost it. He didn't tell you anything that night, right, when he's scrambling around looking for it?
No, he didn't tell me that night.
Okay.
So once I spoke to the principal, they gave me the mother's number. I called her, tried to work something out with her.
Right.
I told her that, if I can see the receipt, I'd be willing to give half because...
But why half?
Well, I felt, he was definitely responsible for losing the ring, but she should take some responsibility for lending the ring out as well.
What responsibility? Why would it be her fault for what? Because she should know better than to trust your irresponsible child?
If it's a simple accident, is the defendant responsible for the full amount?
Yes.
Full amount?
Yep. Full amount.
Huh?
Yep.
Not, if it was an honest mistake. Honest mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Going inside the courtroom.
I mean, at 14, he loses
yes,
house
if I'm
keys,
her
he loses
mother, you
house
better
keys.
believe I'm yelling at her at the house. But yelling at her at the house and telling her, this is why you don't hand a boy a ring, is different from having a legal responsibility. She didn't lose the ring. She entrusted it to somebody who's supposed to take care of it. He lost the ring all on his own. So why would, she's not responsible for half. What's the value of the ring?
I paid for $200-something.
So why are you suing for $320?
Because when I went back to get the same exact ring, they told me the price of the value of the ring went up.
Okay, can I see proof that the value of the same exact ring would be $320?
I'll put it in a Ziploc bag.
And can I see the receipt from the original purchase so I know
I don't
that
have the
it's
receipt for the original. I just,
Oh,
I
how am
went
I going
back
to compare
there.
to see that this ring's not heavier or something? You know, obviously, if you're trying to sue for a ring, it would be really good to see your proof of replacement value and your proof of what you paid. Because I need to be able to compare that the receipt you're bringing me for replacement value isn't a heavier ring than the one you paid. Let's look at the replacement value ring. It says 14 karat. Now, how did it go when you spoke to the mom? You offered half, and what did the mom say?
She said she was going through something. She'd call me back.
Okay, and then?
Then maybe a week or so, 2 weeks later maybe, my son called me at work one night, told me that she called him.
Wait, she called your son?
Yes.
When did she call your son?
Was it like 11, 12 o'clock at night?
Did you call a 14-year-old at 11?
No,
12
I
o'clock?
did not.
I called
Okay,
him.
according to you, she called the son when?
About 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, what, she call you?
It started because she was telling me to bring the $20 that Friday.
$20, who was telling you that?
Diamond on Facebook.
Okay.
She was telling me bring $20 that Friday.
Okay.
So then I told her that my dad and her mother spoke. So at that moment, I was going to give her the money until they finished
Agreed.
talking. So
Okay.
then she called me.
Who called you?
Diamond.
Okay.
And then me and her mom talked, and her mom was
Wait,
saying.
did her mom get on the phone?
Yes.
Did you get on the phone at 11 o'clock at night with?
She put me on the phone. They
Did
was
you think
talking.
that it's really among the adults at that point, and that maybe you shouldn't be arguing with a 14-year-old?
I wasn't arguing with him.
Well, you shouldn't even be talking to him.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, come on. You already talked to the father. Show a little respect. You would expect him to show you some respect.
Yes, of course.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little something for the price of gold, which I know has gone up. And I'm going to order the defendant to pay the plaintiff $250. That's my verdict. Okay? You need to learn not to hand out your jewelry, especially jewelry that you didn't pay for. And for the love of God, you need to be more responsible. Apologize.
I'm sorry, Diamond.
Who are you apologizing to, Diamond or her mother?
To both of you guys, I apologize for losing the ring. I know it probably cost a lot of money. It meant a lot to you. I'm sorry.
Look at him. Oh, to be 14 again. Good luck, guys. And your court costs, of course.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so that's how the ruling goes here in the People's Court. It's for the plaintiff. Here's the defendant right out here who just apologized. How you feeling coming out of the courtroom now?
I'm okay.
All right, with everything?
Yes, it was an accident. Hopefully, me and her become friends again.
Anything you want to say to your son here before we depart?
It was a lesson in responsibility.
You like the way he handled himself?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
All right. And what did you learn?
I gotta be more responsible with the stuff I have and stuff people give me.
All right, good luck. All right, head right out this way. All right, so come on in here and tell me, well, he turned around and looked right at you both and apologized to you. Did that do it for you?
Yes, it did. I'm very happy.
Okay, how about for you? Did that do it for you when he apologized?
Yeah, everything was good now.
All right, you still like him?
No.
You have to be embarrassed about it. You sure? Are you sure that's not a yes? A little bit?
No.
He's a nice young man.
Yes,
don't
he's
you
a nice
think?
young man.
Right? What have you learned?
Not to hand out anything that I didn't pay for, especially jewelry.
Okay. Harvey.
Okay, this is called a loan for use, which means that the person who borrows it has to use great care. Bottom line, if you lose it, you're liable.
Ouch. This knee is killing me, but I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.